If there is one trend that seems to drive the resurgence of interest in motorcycles, this would be the fascinating revival of timeless design and the return to the roots of motorcycling. Retro classic motorcycles. Yes, that's what we call them. In recent years, enthusiasts have shown growing appreciation for the iconic styles and characters of those vintage-looking bikes. With their iconic round headlights, rugged looks, and overall nostalgic charm, giving birth to a diverse range of modern motorcycles that combine classic aesthetics with cutting-edge technology, offering riders a unique blend of nostalgia and performance. Yamaha was no stranger to this craze, introducing the long-revered XSR 900 back in 2016. It is one of Yamaha's most popular big bikes in its stable that you could even go as far as saying that the XSR 900 paved the way for today's neo-retro craze, consisting of modern naked sports bikes dressed in old-school attire. I am one of those who is still dreaming to own one up to now.
We'll be driving the XSR 900. Alright, so our dream bike, XSR.
Bakit naman hindi? It is one of the most stylish and powerful naked bikes around. The thing is, di pa nga tayo nakakabuelo mag-ipon pambili nito, and now, Yamaha takes the excitement to new heights with a host of new enhancements. This episode will feature Yamaha's second iteration of their very popular modern retro machine, the 2022 XSR 900. The XSR 900 stands as a testament to that unmistakable union of timeless retro design and cutting-edge performance. From the moment you lay eyes on the XSR 900, its captivating neo-retro aesthetics command attention. Nakakabali ng leg, ika nga. Every line and curve pays homage to its heritage, invoking a sense of nostalgia that resonates with riders who appreciate classic design. Ibang-iba siya talaga with the Honda CB1000R. The appeal and the feel of the bikes are quite different in many aspects, even though they both espouse the same concept as the XSR 900, modern classic bikes. With the Honda CB1000R, para siyang modern bike that was given some touches of retro aesthetics to give it a classic appeal. Still, it is something you can consider more modern than retro. With the XSR 900, this bike is far from a mere tribute to the past. With the release of the new model of the bike, it's clear to see that Yamaha wanted to set itself apart from the run-of-the-mill cafe racer aesthetic.
Okay, so this is the XSR 900, yung bago. Grabe, ang ganda. Walk around tayo. Woo! Yeah, for this one, he has several modifications already. So the first thing he got changed, full exhaust system from drift exhaust. He added a slider already. He changed the signal lights. Slick, not too loud, but you'll definitely know it's aftermarket. Of course, the side mirror is different. It used to be a big side mirror before. It comes with a tail tidy. Aftermarket na rin. Ganda, grabe. Woo!
The 2022 XSR 900 retains the iconic neo-retro design of its predecessor, but with notable refinements, bringing the 80s design back in a modern package. This one bike goes full retro, in other words. A circular headlamp unit, perforated headlight mount, and bar end mirrors have been added to the XSR's front end. A side panel covers the subframe that was previously visible. And one of the most notable change to the XSR is its replacement of the old pointy rear end with chunky passenger pad and nearly invisible taillight that is very reminiscent of the racers of the 80s era. Not that I can say I like it, but the appeal of the Yamaha XSR 900 and its retro looks will probably depend on your age. For many, it will rekindle memories of the FZRs and those boxy bikes that ruled in the late 80s and early 90s. However, this bike is far from a mere tribute to the past. Looking past the retro appeal, and you still have a fantastic road bike with brilliant engine. There's more than enough power and torque for the road, backed up by excellent rider aids and chassis. One of the most significant updates in the 2022 XSR 900 lies in its heart, the engine. Powering the XSR 900 is an upgraded CP3 inline 3-cylinder engine, which got a displacement bump from 847cc to now 890cc. That increase in displacement gave the XSR 900 a maximum output of 117 horsepower and 88 Nm of torque, offering improved power and torque delivery. Likewise, improvements to the engine made the XSR 900 Euro 5 compliant, while giving the bike 6% more torque and 11% better gas mileage, about 20 km per liter as per Yamaha's claim. I have ridden the older XSR 900 for a short time, and one thing notable with the new XSR is that somehow it lacks the previous generation's aggressive throttle response. With the increase in displacement, one would expect a more aggressive takeoff. However, Yamaha has smoothed things out with the newer release having more refined power delivery at the throttle. Well, to be honest, it is not surprising as I have observed this more refined power delivery with all bikes that became Euro 5 compliant. But anyway, those adjustments have improved the CP3's road manners but still delivering a stunning top-end punch as well as usable mid-range torque. Yamaha fitted the new XSR 900 with loads of advanced electronics and rider aids to maximize the engine performance. The 2022 model features a comprehensive suite of electronics, including ride-by-wire throttle, selectable riding modes, traction controls such as the anti-wheelie and the lean-sensitive traction controls, and adjustable throttle response. All these enhancements should provide greater control and adaptability, allowing riders to tailor the bike's performance to their preferences and riding conditions. The bike is equipped with ride-by-wire throttle control with selectable drive modes. There are actually 4 available modes to choose from, which provide even more versatility for the rider to fine-tune their ride. For most of our review, we had it in full power mode as per our test bike's owner's preferences. For the majority of my time with the bike, the XSR 900 was an incredible easy bike to ride at low speeds. While Yamaha has made an effort to help refine that throttle response, I still found it to be crisp in the most aggressive power mode. However, somehow think if compared to the older generation of the XSR or even that of the Duke 790. Complementing the engine's power is an excellent 6-speed sequential transmission which included an up and down quick shifter. By the way, one of the nicest I tried so far, almost jolt-free. It also got a slipper assist clutch, which also makes the clutch lever feel quite light that makes it excellent in stop-and-go traffic. The bike features a new alloy frame which is lighter and a swing arm that is 59 mm longer, making a longer wheelbase which gives the bike a more stable ride, both in straights and in corners. Do note that with longer wheelbase, the bike is more stable, however, it also becomes less flickable. I was actually expecting the XSR to feel a bit more cumbersome than its older sibling, but that is not really the case though. True that you'll feel a bit more effort on the handlebars when turning, and it might not dart from side to side as quick as the older XSR, but it still feels lively and eager to drop into a turn. What it actually does is a sense of poise in faster corners, planting itself firmly onto the road. It does help that the bike's suspension is well tuned, and with the help of the lean-sensitive traction control, it actually gives you more confidence gunning the throttle on your way out of corners. What I can say is that it's now much more composed under really hard acceleration. By the way, Yamaha updated the damping rates on the XSR's KYB suspension. Yamaha used stiffer settings in the front fork and rear shocks, which makes a noticeable improvement in suspension play and are more apparent at lean. It's a refreshingly easy bike to ride briskly and hard, although the suspension feel has a slightly harsh ride on bumpy surface. The other area of significant improvements over the previous XSR model is the introduction of the 6-axis IMU borrowed from the Yamaha R1 Superbike. An IMU is basically an electronic device which measures an object's position relative to the space surrounding it. By making use of a combination of accelerometers and gyroscopes on ultra-complex setups, which I would not be discussing here. It is arguably the most important upgrade of this XSR 900 over previous generations because it makes features like wheelie control and lean-sensitive traction control possible and dramatically increases the margin of safety for less experienced riders. With the 2022 XSR 900, you also get a Brembo front master cylinder, dual disc brakes with dual 4-piston calipers at the front and 1-piston rear caliper at the rear disc brake, with anti-lock braking system on all 3 discs. The big change up front is the introduction of the Bosch 9.1 cornering ABS. Lean-sensitive anti-lock brakes are standard equipment. I'm sure all riders will appreciate the added benefits of cornering ABS. Befitting its GP-inspired styling, Yamaha leaned into the racy aesthetic with a more aggressive riding position, with higher foot pegs, a lower seat, and a longer reach to the slightly lower handlebars as compared to its predecessor. The riding position of the latest XSR is a bit more hunched over compared to the older XSR's configuration. The difference isn't really massive, but it is noticeable, and I should say it's still fairly comfortable even on long continuous rides. But then, gone is the previous generation's round LCD display, replaced with a new 3.5-inch Color TFT screen, which features quite a ton of information. However, the limited screen size renders some information difficult to read at speed. Additionally, navigating the system isn't really that quite intuitive. Add the fact that the control of the information are not centralized, with the scroll wheel at the right while the mode buttons are at the left, making it quite confusing at first. I do remember having to always fill up the tank full as I initially thought there was no fuel gauge to begin with. But such is only a minor nuisance as compared to everything that went into the new XSR 900. It goes without saying that Yamaha has outdone itself yet again with the XSR 900, which stands out thanks to its top-tier electronics package and premium components. The XSR 900 is an incredible machine that stands a good chance of being all the motorcycle that most people will ever need. It's fast, comfortable, easy to ride, and packed with modern safety technology. While the appeal of the Yamaha XSR 900 and its retro looks will probably depend on your age, it cannot be denied that the 2022 XSR 900 is a motorcycle that demands attention and delivers an exhilarating experience. Look past the retro appeal, and you still have a fantastic road bike with a brilliant engine that has more than enough power and torque for the road, backed up by excellent technology and performance that is cloaked in the non-threatening stance and styling of the bike. And with that, I guess I'll end my vlog here. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, do hit the thumbs up and subscribe to BossTL PH. Don't forget to click that notification bell to be notified of our new uploads. Again, as I always say, stay awesome, stay safe. See you in the next episode. Bye for now.